I think my biggest strength would be my decision-making ability. The years of experience in the business combined with a little bit of common sense, I think, gives me the judgment to make right decisions like who to hire, who to promote, where to allocate capital, those kinds of things.
My biggest strength is persistence and don't wait. Don't waste a lot of good work for the lack of a little more.
Well, I think I've been successful because I have the tenacity not to give up, and in my attitude toward helping people, and every day is a good day.
I think that I have a feel for what the future is going to bring. I give myself credit for seeing the curve and being ahead of that curve, and that's critical.
Well, I don't think there's any secrets to success. I mean, in my particular case, I had a lot of, I was fortunate enough to have some good mentors. My dad was he believed in going into business, and then I had other people, Ashby Larimore and John McGinnis, and a handful of older guys that took time to talk to me. And then, you know, they just told me, get up, you know, focus on what you're doing, work hard, and that's what we've kind of done.
My secret to success is being persistent and following a track until it leads me astray. And if it goes the right direction, keep pursuing it.
Secret to my success, the number one thing is marrying Jenny. But if we talk about the business, it's having a partner that's easy to work with and surrounding ourselves with really good quality people. Both Mr. King and myself, both of us are willing to hire people who are smarter and better at the job than we are.
I think the PD area is a place where an entrepreneur can flourish. It's going through some metamorphosis, I believe, and the PD area is where I'm from. I graduated from high school here. My family is here, where I have the environment that I know that will support me, and they have. So I think the PD area is some place that I would encourage everybody to take a look at.
I've always been one to say, why not here? You know, just because other cities have great things, I'm not sure why we can't have them here. And so, I mean, you know, it just so happens this is where I live, and I choose to live here.
The company was founded in Lake City in 1922, so we were already here. But we've had numerous chances to move or to sell the warehouse, and we've chosen to not do that. And the main reason, again, is the people. We just think the people in this part of the world have a work ethic, they have a respect for authority. It's just a great place to live and work and have a business.
Well, the PD has an awful lot to offer. First of all, it's got good people, as I said earlier, but it also has good soil conditions, good climate conditions, and it's located right in the center or the heart of our major market. Now, we do sell coast to coast, but majority of our market is within, say, a 700-800 mile radius of here. And we've got good highways. We've got 95 going north and south and 20 going east and west. So transportation is good, soil conditions are good, weather conditions good, and equally as important, or more important than anything else, our farmers that grow product for us are just invaluable to creating a consistent raw product.
The best advice that I have received was one some years ago. I had a situation where it just seemed like it was something that I couldn't solve. And I spoke to one of my corporate leaders, and the first thing that they said was, Doris, any situation, there is a resolution. It may not be the one that you desire, but there is a resolution for any situation. And you take that and you tweak it, and you still have your attitude toward what you feel that is going to work out.
The best advice I ever received was the night before I went to college. My mother told me that you're an adult now, and I'm never going to tell you what to do again. I've done all I can do, and you're on your own now. But I want you to always remember to be a Christian and a gentleman. And when I think about the mistakes and the trouble I've gotten into, it's when I've forgotten one of those two things.
I've gotten a lot of advice over the years. Probably the best advice was my dad used to tell me that the guy that's making the speech about how it can't be done is usually interrupted by the guy who just did it. So if you believe in something, just go for it, you know.
Probably the best advice I've ever received is understanding your niche and being the best at it. Don't go out of your niche. In other words, if you're growing your company, stick with what you know. Don't get into something you don't understand or don't have any experience with. Grow and be the best there is in your niche.
The advice I would give to an up-and-coming entrepreneur is to get your hands dirty, get into the business, do every job from entry level on. You got to learn a business from the ground up. And the second thing is to try to find a mentor who's willing to spend some time and teach you the business, because owning a business is a lot different than just working for one.
My advice would be very simple and short. Don't let your negative friends talk you out of a great idea.
The advice I'd give to an aspiring entrepreneur is to have a passion for what you believe in. Do not focus on obtaining wealth. Focus on providing quality, whatever you have, to your community, to individuals, and not take things so personal. You have to have a desire.
You know, dreams are good things, and just go for it. The fruit kind of grows out on the limb of the tree, and it's, you know, you have to climb out there to get it. And it's kind of dangerous out there, and you know, the wind blows and things can happen to you, but just stay with it. Not every little bump is a hill that you can't overcome. Just keep plugging away. Yeah, believe in yourself.
I would say to make sure you understand your end goal is, where you want to be in the end, and have a good business plan to get there.
Well, I believe in tithing. I think that's as important to the giver as it is to the needy person or organization that receives. But my wife and I support 2 churches, 2 colleges, numerous other organizations, and we're very involved with almost everything in Lake City, particularly Art Fields. We're big supporters of this, and it's just been a great thing for Lake City.
Well, we're involved in just about everything around here. You can't, you know, see anything that our, you know, Redbone's not involved. There are a lot of things we do anonymously anymore, but we're involved in every little thing out there, from Little League to raising money for, you know, for pets and animals. And
people that work with McCall Farms, we support their families, their causes, and their ideas.
Florence Darlington Tech, in my eyesight, is a place where a person who aspires to go into business or just to be a professional, they can provide the atmosphere. A lot of times big institutions is not something that you fit in, but Florence Darlington Tech can provide a home atmosphere to nurture you. And that's one of the things I think Florence Darlington Tech has to offer.
I think Florence Darlington Tech is a tremendous strength to this area for 2 reasons. Number one, there's a real need for tradespeople in the world today, for men and women who know how to work on refrigerated equipment, who know how to work on diesel engines, who know how to cut meat. There's an older generation that's retiring from these jobs, and there's tremendous need here. These are good, high-paying jobs that don't necessarily require a 4-year degree, and I think that's a big thing for Florence Darlington Tech. But the other thing is, I think it's important to provide the first year or 2 of college. I think that's a big deal. I have a lot of young people who come to me who maybe couldn't get into Citadel, and they say, what should I do? And my advice is always go to Florence Darlington Tech, take a couple of college courses, go get a job. You get another year of maturity. You learn how to go to work, how to show up, how to perform a job, take some courses and prove you can do the work, and then you can transfer, and you'll be much better for the experience.
What makes tech so important to our area is very simple, really. The way our company has grown in the last 5 or 6 years, I mentioned that and we grow organically with the people who are working with us. We promote within, and we realize the importance of of having local people running our company. And tech is invaluable. When you grow, you have to grow on not only brick and mortar, but you have to grow technology-wise. Tech offers an awful lot of work or assistance, and whether you're welding, whether you're an electrician, whether you're a plumber, and whether you're programming computers and things like that. And tech offers all that, and most of everybody we've got have gone to tech and have grown with our company through the knowledge that they've received from tech.